It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. It's the Miami Heat and the Portland Trail Blazers. So Miami will get the first possession. Up top, Hero. From down in the low post, it goes. Hero's got the opening basket of the game for the Heat. Porter looking it over. Lets it go from the wing. Jump shot is good.
Well, that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I was able to talk with Rick Adelman for a minute. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Thank you, David. On three-pointer, Wiggins. Duckworth grabs the board. And the foul on Alec Burks. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And it's Drexler missing. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Pass to Burks. Out to the right wing. Here's Ware. Just 3 to shoot. No good that time. Here's Drexler. Drops in the layup for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Again, the miss by the Heat. Porter with it. Picked up by Hero. And Porter, here we go. It's hauled in by the Heat.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Now here's Drexler. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Off on the layup.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup. Tried to go to something else and flat out choked it.
Now here's Burks. Count that bucket.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Here's Porter. Offline from the top of the key.
Defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
He's got so much vertical ability. That's easy for Wiggins.
Pass to Drexler. Drexler gliding to the rim for the slam.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And a new group in for the Heat.
Substitution on the court.
There's 1:38 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Larson. Outside Robinson. Here's Mitchell. And that one drops.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Now here is Davis. Pass to Smith. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat. Stolen by Mitchell. To the inside. Here's Larson. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Pass to Cooper. Now Porter. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Porter's got his second basket of the game. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Mitchell. To the left wing. Just 3 on the clock. The shot, no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Heat lead by 1. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Heat.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Now that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Pass to Jovic. Trying to find Hero. He gets it to him. And he gets the bucket.
Defensive foul.
And how about the moxie of this kid? Hero has flair to his game. He's fun to watch. And I tell you, he wouldn't be any fun to play against.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. That's good from Hero.
And Hero, one of those guys you just rely on coming in and giving you that offensive pop. Does a lot of things for his team on that end of the floor.
Here's Porter. Drexler outside. Just 5 on the clock. Sinks that one from the post.
What he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Here's Hero. Rebound, Porter. Now, here's Drexler. 6 points for him. Outside, Porter. Wide open. Goes back up. Pass to Cooper.
Substitution on the court.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Now Burks. Hero from long range. Bangs home the trifecta. Heroes got the lead up to 3 now for the Heat.
That's a go-to shot for Tyler Hero. So confident in his ability to connect from deep.
A shot by Ainge, no good. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Pass to Robinson. Anderson outside. Here's Ware. Still yet to score. And stolen by Williams. Here's Drexler. And finished off by Drexler.
How about the explosive vertical there? Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And he comes up with the deuce.
Right there.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Back to Burks. Pass to Hero. Anderson outside. 5 to shoot. Shot's good by Hero. 10 points for Tyler Hero.
Fighting the inside defender, Hero really works to get to the bucket.
Clyde Drexler on the wing. Drexler with another miss. The Heat with the lead. Outside, Hero. Pass to Burks. And here is Hero. And Williams pulls it down.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Here's Miami now. Back to Hero. Here's Ware. He's guarded by Cooper. Ware, no good. Drexler inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Burks on the wing. It's deflected. Robinson with it. Now defended by Adebayo. Here's Drexler. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And it's 13 points for Clyde Drexler.
And how about the offensive explosion here by Clyde Drexler? Has really developed his skill set. No one's been able to match up with him all night.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Davis inside. Can't cash in from close range. Here's Adebayo. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Miami shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
There's a screen by Robinson. Near the 3-point line, it's Porter. Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for the Heat. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Portland trailing here. Outside, Porter. Pass to Robinson. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Robinson's got the first bucket of the third here for Portland. Hero with it. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. No good with the triple. On the wing, Porter. There's a screen by Robinson. And Terry Porter good for 3. Porter's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big Bam.
Smith feeling it out a bit. Now here's Porter. It's blocked. Wiggins outside. Kicks it out to Hero. And Porter comes to help. Clock at 6. Here's Adebayo. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Williams. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Has to Ware. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Ware's got it all tied up now for Miami. Left side, Porter. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And here are the Heat now.
Come in.
Shots good by Hero.
You feel like Hero has flipped the switch to start being more aggressive offensively.
Smith wide open. He fires. Misses the 3. Hero from long range. Rebounded by Duckworth.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Burks with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Duckworth. Portland with the ball. Trailing by 2. Left side, Porter. Shoots over Burks. Porter, no luck. Wiggins drives in. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Oh, he can be such a powerful dunker. Wiggins that time with some force at the rim.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Trailblazers trailed by 4. To halt the run. Drexler, no good. A shot by Burks, nobody around. And it's off the back rim, no good. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. Pass to Cooper. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Cooper's got his first 2 points.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Adebayo with the ball. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Shots good by Hero. Hero's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Heat.
The paint can open up for Hero because he's such a good shooter. Smart to attack. He had a chance to do it there.
Count that one.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Robinson on the wing. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. 6 on the shot clock. With his first shot attempt. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. There's a good screen. Pass to Abdelnaby. Stolen by Hero.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Miami ahead. ending the third quarter on a 12-4 run. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Miami leading by 4. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
In the line for your Trailblazers, Cliff Robinson, Walter Davis, Joseph Smith.
Now, here is Ainge. There's a screen by Robinson. The shot's good from Ainge.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Pass to Highsmith. And he hits the jump shot. Highsmith's got the lead up to 4 now for Miami. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Outside, Davis. Here's Ainge. Robinson pulls it in.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Highsmith's shot is good. And it's a 6-point Heat lead.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
There's a screen by Robinson. Stolen by Hero. Here's Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Inside. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. Takes it off the glass. And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And a new group in for the Heat. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Erik Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. While the team is up, Coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Drexler outside. Jacks up a 3. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Yeah, that was a really good look there. Porter's court vision sometimes, I think, is underrated.
Here's Burks. Rebounded by Drexler. Trailblazers trailed by 5. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Drexler's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Here's Hero. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
Tyler Hero in the zone.
And Portland has possession. Pass to Kersey. Now Duckworth. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
.132 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hero.
In a flash, Tyler Hero makes his way to the inside. Nice use of his athleticism.
Get back.
127 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Drexler. Driving the lane. And the dunk by Drexler.
Vital middle basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Pass to Burks. Back to Hero. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Clyde Drexler.
Hero right now working himself into a lather, staying aggressive, drawing the defense's attention.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
Pass to Abdelnaby. Outside, Porter takes the three, and it's Miami with the rebound. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Hero on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Heroes got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Pass to Wiggins. "16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hero. Rebounded by Drexler. And so it's Miami winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge.
Hero balling.
Where you at?
Wait, just now? I went to go get the clothes. See the clothes? And I went to Walmart. Got some pizza. $30.
Why you use that ground beef?
I am make some sloppy joes. You only got just ground beef. Nobody don't want burgers.
I thought that said we need to go with it.
It's an Eastern Conference matchup as the New York Knicks come into town in this one. 76er fans are making noise here at the Wells Fargo Center. We are in Philadelphia. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Brunson, right side.
Jalen Brunson.
5 on the clock. Banked in off the glass. RJ, this one has a bit of an old school feel to it, doesn't it? These teams love to run things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a center you can run your offense through makes the rest of your offense that much better.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on a game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. Let's see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. On defense, Philadelphia. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Richard, one thing you don't see Mikal Bridges do is miss games. He is always out there.
I think it would take a lot to make him sit out of the game. He is committed to being there for his team. It's so impressive.
At the line for Philadelphia.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Second team foul.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
The Knicks making a switch here. Pass to Grimes. High post, Embiid. And no good. Towns with the defensive effort. Down low. Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Jalen Brunson.
Getting some airtime. Okay, Bridges, we see you.
Right side, George. Shoots over Towns. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And it's Brunson missing. Maxey with it. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by Hart.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kelly Oubre.
And it's the size and mobility of Towns that makes it so hard to deal with, especially when he's looking to score.
The 76ers trail by 6. Maxey with it. Now guarded by Payne. Here's Yabusele. It's rebounded by Towns. There's a minute 47 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Tucker. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Nick substitution. Number 20.
Outside, George.
Mitchell Robinson.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult.
Hey, you don't play on ball defense.
The 76ers making a switch here. So he comes up empty at the line. And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. The Knicks leading by 8. And here's Tucker. Stolen away. An even 3-on-3 break. George, that's a two-pointer. It's rebounded by New York. Here's McBride. The rebound by Yabusele. To the paint. 4 seconds left. Robinson with the block. He gets it up. That one, no good. And so it's the New York Knicks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. The defensive work they've done against
13.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
To the inside, Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's McCain. Here's Yabusele. Offline with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Payne. Here's Achua. That one's in, his first shot this game.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking everything they'll give him.
Here's Maxey. That one goes in.
Maxey just completely disregarding the defense because he can.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
The Knicks leading by 10. Here's Payne. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Payne's got his first 2 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Philadelphia. Poked away. Pass to Embiid. No good there. Towns with the defensive effort. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Lays it up off the glass.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Here's McCain. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
The 76ers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
The 76ers trail by 12. And there's the foul. That's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
How about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball? Yabusele. And Anunoby sends it back. Outside, Towns. Nailed from three-point land. Towns has got 6. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for New York.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively. Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. So both teams making some changes here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Brunson. Good. Brunson, no fear down low.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to George. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
New York leading by 15. Here's Brunson. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
And the Knicks with possession here. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
50 seconds left in the second quarter. And it's Towns missing. Outside, Maxey. Here's George. It's hauled in by Achua.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy ones.
The 76ers trail. Possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to George. Second shot opportunity. Drummond.
And look at Drummond, capable of rising up and dropping an absolute hammer.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
9 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to George. And so it's New York out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Inside, Grimes with the bucket. Grimes has got the first points of the second half up on the board for Philadelphia.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Shot clock at 6. Brunson. Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers trail by 15. Back to George. That one doesn't drop. Towns with the defensive effort. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Can't hit the free throw line jump. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin?
No weapon. Thank you so much. Oubre outside. Bridges with the steal.
You let the computer hold D for you. Every time I got the ball, it's the computer holding me. You don't click on at all.
Outside, George. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
And that one's good. Towns.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal. These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Kept alive. Anunoby, good.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
Substitution on the court.
There's 1:59 left to play in the third. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons.
To Embiid. There's the triple. New York leading by 19. Here's Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Maxey. And another turnover here by Philadelphia.
Substitution on the court.
Hey, why you don't hold me?
1:07 left in the third. Here's Payne. And that one, good. Payne's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Maxey. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Maxey daring the D to try and stop him on his way to the bucket.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
40 seconds left in the third. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Knicks, P.J. Tucker.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Maxey. To the middle. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Achua. 24 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Payne. New York, no good that time either. This 76ers squad is struggling. To the right side. Pass to Bona. Maxey in the corner. Fires it up. Nails the baby hook. Maxey's got 6 points. Gets it off. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's New York holding a 22-point lead as the quarter.
The Knicks, 44.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. New York leading by 22. Here's Golick. Rebound by the 76ers. Tipped away. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Knicks substitution. Landry Shamet. DeLon Wright.
Here's Philadelphia. To the wing on the left. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Outside Edwards. And the 3 off target. Shamet on the wing. Pass to Achua. Anunoby outside. 5 to shoot. There's a screen by Achua. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Edwards with it. Now Wright defending. And it's Wright sending it back. The kick out to Anunoby. This one for 3. Good on the triple. Shamet's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached.
You don't even hold D.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Here's Wright. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You only guard the person that don't got
Philadelphia with the ball. They have yet to put up any points here in the 4th. Offensive rebound. Embiid, no good. Now here's Towns. Embiid with the steal. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Pass to McCain. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
We see this so often. Embiid makes a strong move, drawing contact, and completes the play.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Tucker with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Knicks miss again.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Why you don't hold me?
Out to the wing. Here's Embiid. And he banks in the layup.
Every time you hold me, I beat you to the basket. That's why you let the computer hold me.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
Here's Tucker. Excellent D there from George. The 76ers trailed by 20. Down low. Here's Embiid. Crimes with the bucket. 1:27 left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Robinson. Yep, that one goes. And the Knicks lead by 20.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Knicks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Karl-Anthony Towns.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Here's Kolek. From deep three-point territory. Rebound Andre Drummond. And the 76ers with possession. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to McCain. Now here's Edwards. Right side Maxey. Stripped away. From deep three-point land, off on that one. So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.